Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today guys, we're going to be diving down into the charts to take a look at 𝗲𝗪 to see what's been going on most recently with the price action and what I think might actually happen next. As I get into this video, if you do find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't done so yet, join us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. Right, with all that said, done out of the way, let's jump down into some brief technical analysis here on 𝗲𝗪. We are just on the hourly chart. We are using Binance as the data source. And I do want to kind of just talk about the structure here on this hourly chart, right? We've got, potentially, a lot of people might be thinking that this was a good start position. This is actually very corrective in its nature. It's just down here. So I'll actually mark this up so you can see we had the ABC up. That was technically an impulsive move or going impulsively. But then we actually pulled back down into an ABC here, overlapping with our original point. So that doesn't actually make it an impulsive move at all, and just two corrective moves coming in the back of this corrective move over here, which did actually have an impulsive structure to it. Okay, so essentially what we've then got is 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up again, and then we come up to this little area just here where we look to be completing a move. So again, with lots of different ways to kind of count it, but I think I've got this near enough where I need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to see that we have an A, a B, and a C wave. That looks to be complete. And there we are looking for rallying up a little bit. Now, I do expect a little bit more turbulence here. I guess that's a good word for it. With the stochastic RSI, I'm a bit too close to actually draw a circle on there, but we've got a circle just down here around this stochastic RSI, right? We've got plenty of room to go back down a little bit lower. So we could be testing the lower ranges still here within this corrective pattern, and once that is done, we should then be thinking about the next move up, whether that starts life as an ABC, then kind of becomes an impulsive move. We'll have to see closer to the time. The 4-hourly chart is overbought. Okay, so we should start thinking about some kind of corrections that are going to happen here, and as you can see on this this move on our 4-hourly chart, we can see things a little bit clearer, right? We can see the impulsive nature of what's happened previously down this side. We can see the corrective nature that was over here that we were zoomed in on. This is where we had the double or triple corrective move. And now we're in this nice move coming up, right? So I'm expecting to go a little bit higher overall, but this could be a 4th wave correction that turns out to be a little bit more complex, okay? So with this area just here where we're short of 17 cent going down to 16, essentially, this is where we might find a little bit of turbulence. Now I'm going to come up into our daily chart here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what's going on a slightly larger time frame, because essentially we're on good way out of here, and we want to be taking a look at the low point that was down here. Okay, this came in at about 10.9 cent, and the retracement and then this rally coming up, right? Because essentially what we've got is, and the same way for Bitcoin, right? There was an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave that has yet to actually come in. Now, if I measure the distance on the A wave down here, and we were to go ahead and transpose this over to the B wave low, this gives us our approximate target of about 18.5. Okay, now if we do go up to approximately 24.6, that whole thing would go impulsive. Okay, I don't think we've got the momentum there. There would have to be some kind of corrective play first. Okay, so I'm expecting us to move up towards this 18.5 cent to complete this C wave high. Alternatively, the minimum requirement for this C wave would be the A wave high. Okay, and that actually comes in just up here at 17.3. Okay, so we could see ourselves rallying up to 17.3, see this C wave come as a double top, and then we pull back down into some kind of corrective move. Okay, so 𝗲𝗪. Now, essentially, that's one play we should also be mindful of. Okay, and in completing that move of the C wave coming up here, we then usher in an additional ABC move coming down on a slightly larger time frame. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking on the medium time frame. So let's just kind of keep that in the back of our heads as we start thinking about what's going on here with these impulsive moves on the hourly chart, right? Because in our minds, at the back of our head, we've obviously got that corrective medium term play, and once we hit 17.3 approximately, or maybe we move up to that 18 cent range, right? So what we're seeing here is might be a more complex kind of 4th wave correction just in here, where we have a double or triple corrective play. Okay, so we might actually rally on up higher than the A wave high, and then we come down lower than the previous C wave low there. Okay, and this essentially, if I actually go ahead and delete all of these off, ends up being something that we've seen with Cardano on a larger time frame, an expanding flat correction, and then from here we actually have a stochastic RSI that would allow us to maybe get that impulsive move, hit that C wave target higher. Okay, so that's kind of the thing that I'm thinking here for 𝗲𝗪 on the smaller time frame. So essentially, yeah, we might end up with a little bit of a push up, a little bit of a collapse, and then an impulsive break. That would be the ideal in my mind. Now, I don't see enough momentum behind this to kind of go, straight up in a straight line. I would expect that we're probably going to fight the resistance of 17 cent and then pull back down, and we're probably going to find support somewhere around the 16.4 cent range. That would seem to be the most plausible area that we're probably going to be looking at, and then from there I think we're going to kind of move up nicely. Now the 4-hourly needs that correction, and I think that would give the 4-hourly chart the correction it needs. The 8-hourly chart is up in the overboard, and actually, I think we could probably stay up here for a bit. We might have a little bit of a turbulent move as we kind of pull back down, and then we get that rally up. But I'm not expecting any major moves with the 8-hour chart, in the same way that I'm not expecting any major moves until we hit the C wave high, or at least the A wave high minimum. And once we hit that on the daily, then I would expect us to kind of find some kind of correction slightly longer term on the daily chart. Okay, and again, when we take a look at the weekly chart, we're actually in a really good spot. We have hardly moved this up at all. Okay, and that's actually a really positive thing, because it means that the correction on the daily chart won't be as severe as maybe we were thinking it might be on Bitcoin, for example, which is actually up there at the overbought area. So essentially what we might be witnessing here is, like I said, there's that ABC move, right? Which is one option. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to play out, because we could also count that ABC just here as finished, and then ABC coming down finished. And actually we end up with this impulsive move up, right? And that's also possible here on the weekly chart, that we actually have this kind of break upwards. We have that kind of small pull back down and then a move up again. And all of that is basically on our weekly chart, just a single wave one. Then we have some kind of deeper correction. Then we have a 3, 4, and a 5, right? So there's lots of things to kind of think about slightly longer term. But again, we really want to focus in on what's going on right now, where we might want to be accumulating, where we think tops are going to be found before the next corrective wave in for accumulation comes. And for the most part, after these kind of moves that we've seen to the upside, I'm expecting, a good level of retracement to correct the daily charts. I'm expecting, somewhere between maybe 38.2%, maybe even down to 50% or so. So we'll be watching out for some of these deeper corrective moves. I'm not expecting anything major where we completely wipe out and we take the bottom out of or pull the rug from people or anything like that. But just a natural, healthy correction, profits getting taken, that kind of stuff, essentially. So for now, I think it's all eyes on this corrective pattern that's playing out right now here for Harmony. Once this is done, I would expect us to then start seeing a good run to the upside. Guys, I'm going to leave the video there. Nice short one, just to kind of get you up to date with what's going on with Harmony. If you have found it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all this said, done, and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.